Hello, we are from TONG Group. My name is Pavina Pichai. Our project is to create the application for online approval for the step analysis, social, cultural, trends, traditional way to ask permission, impacts. Every permission process is online. Technological trends get online permission without facing in person. And online permit impacts. Create app that specifically do permission process. Economic trends. Reduce paper cost. Free process, no need to travel to university and reduce post-tax impacts. Need more online department to develop the app. Environmental trends. Reduce paper usage. Less pollution and happy students, or convenient impacts, use less paper and faster process. Political trends still keep the permission form but everything is online. Impacts. Students still follow the process but it's online. Visual technology next project intent. Problem. Official document that need approval is wasted of paper and time in order to get any approval. Customer or user for students. Rationale. Normally when we have to have any problem, for example, we need to use the building or problem with major changing, we need to go get approval paper and go to many buildings to get signature, and it is wasting of time and paper. Prior effort. Sometimes students have to ask for the approval in advance or when to see the dean, and sometimes students and officers that they needed to see are not available at some time, and the paper might be important for the students and they might run out of time to get the approval. New value will make official document easier, more convenient but still formal and incorrect way. No paper usage, just use online. Opportunity. Be the first page to use online paper instead of actual paper in official document. And the last one, summary. Concept theme, online approval app in RMUTT. Project intent, application that can ask for approval on official document online instead of using paper and on-site permitting.
User number 1. We interview on 15 September 2020. We interview these two female junior students from Industrial Education faculty. They want to ask for permission about working at swimming pool on 21st September 2020. The Student Service Center building is next to the food court and opposite to the engineering building. First time when we saw them, they brought their bags and they have all the papers about asking for permission. About the step of communication with the service officer. These two students received the papers from the service officer and they need the information and the autograph from the dean and the advisor. And then they have to send the papers back to the service officer. The Student Service Center is useful for all the students who need to provide service for receiving application for approved to use the location or organization volunteer activities or find part-time job and promote students about sports, activities and scholarship. Next is about comment from the user. They comment about they have many problems when they tried to contact with the service officer, and they told us that sometimes the service officer is not to be willing to help them, and the general students agree with them too, and they believe that the application will help them a lot. Next is the industrial major student. They say that it's time consuming of we go to this far. I have used the service once. It would be great if we have a faster way. And they think that is this worth it? When will it be done? I don't have all day for this. And they do about talking to each other, handing in the papers, waiting for the officer to be available, and they feel about frustrated, confused, and tired.
Users number 2, we were interviewing the freshman from IBA major. He wants to change his major from marketing to IBA, which is International Business Administration. We interviewed him on 15 September at Building 2, so the student service of business faculty used to be on Building 4, but due to COVID-19, they have to move to Building 2. So we can see from the picture that they have the basket that contain the papers for students to write down their permission. So they will took the paper and send to the dean to confirm and get the signature. His comment was that the process of this was too long. He have to go to the building, and he said that it's not his fault because the major that he used to have, which is marketing, is not enough students. So they cannot set the classroom for this major. Move next to the map. So what he says was, it's the faculty's problem. So many procedures. It is kind of complicated. What he thinks, why do I have to do this? Why so many places to go? Why can't they just change it for me? What he does, he had to go back and forth in between the buildings. He is waiting for the queue. And what he feels frustrated, hungry, and annoyed.
For users number 3, we have interviewed a sophomore from the Logistic Management major. We interviewed him at the Building 2 in front of Student Service for Business faculty. He was there to ask permission to delay his payment for the tuition fee. He commented about how this will help students with financial problems. By delaying the payments, parents will be able to have more time to save money. For the empathy map, what he says is it is useful for students who will have difficulties in paying on time. It is a good idea so that students will have time to prepare for money. What he thinks, this is already easy and I will do this next time also. What he does, talking with the officer and handing the paper. What he feels happy, shy, and thankful.
Questionnaire. List of questions. Set A. 1. What major and faculty are you? 2. Do you think this university is big? 3. What do you do mostly at the Leicester building? 4. How do you think of official document process in Thailand? Set B. 1. Okay, good. Where is your building? 2. How do you travel around the university? 3. what seemed to be problem to you at the register building or any building that you contact with. 4. So you know about the official document. What step is the most annoying to you? Questionnaire. List of questions. Says Lot A. 1. You might know about the Stangen is official document steps. What step do you think our students in RMUTT have had the most? 2. Do you have any other experiences on asking for approval in official document? If yes, please share. 3. What can we change in the official document process? 4. Besides using paper, what do you think we can use to make official document? Interviewing Team 1. Vimonpas as an interviewer. Rowena as a note-taker. And Maria as an observer. We interviewed this freshman from IBA. She thinks that own university is big. She used to ask for permission as student service. She usually walks around the university. She thinks the paper have a lot of information and take very long time. Post-interview debrief. Interviewee goals and motivation. Her goal into graduated within 4 years. She wants to be a successful business owner. Interviewee aspiration. She wants to help her parents and pay back. She wants to expand business in other countries. Interviewee good bad experiences. She had fun in activities. She sometimes feels lonely. Interviewee challenges. Point. She am a freshman, so I wasn't able to interact properly as I was shy. She do not know other people. 3 most memorable things about the interviewees. She entered the university feeling proud. Being able to become university student. Using insight and honest. Need more convenient ways to assist students, especially freshmen. Need to have more other ways solve freshman problem in paper.
Interviewing Team 2. Nongnapat as an interviewer. Nopanon as a note taker and observer. We interviewed the freshman from IBA. He thought that our university is very big. He had a problem with his student ID, so he used to contact with student service. It was quite annoying that he had to go
change his ID. He said that the official document process is long.
Interviewee's goal and motivation. He wants to study in business. He wants to speak English fluently. Interviewee's aspiration. After he graduates, he will start his own business, be successful and rich enough to travel around the world. Interviewee's good or bad experiences. He was able to find new friends. He met a lot of nice teachers. Interviewee's challenges and pain points. Attending class and creativities with wrong ID. The activity QR code is not working. 3 most memorable things about the interviewees. The time that he got in the university was his design course. The first day that he joined the activity was good experience. User insight and needs. He would like to improve his understanding in English. He would like to learn more about the business world.
Interviewing of Dream 3. Vipawan is an interviewer and Pelmani is a note-taker and observer. This slide is photo of my user. What do you see in the picture? Is Pelmani on the left and Vipawan on the right are interviewing a classmate opinion about the application and attitude. The interviewer is a sophomore from IBA. He said the app is really good for him and he really wants it in real life because he thinks it takes a short time to change his name, but he thinks it will be better if he can change his name by using the app only, and he used it to go to student service for changing his name. The first is interviewee goal and motivation. He wants to have diploma and graduate and want to praise all subjects in class. Second, interviewee aspiration. He wants to help his family business and he wants to explain family business all around the world. Third, interviewee good or bad experiences. Good, he can make a lot of friends, and bad, he almost failed same subject. Interviewee challenge or pain point. He had a grade F in one of his class and he wasn't able to attend class event. Fifth, 3 most memorable things about the interviewee is Dean happy to pass a class and friends support him every time. And last, user insight on need. He needs a teacher way for convenient and less time consuming if we have other way to solve problem.
The defined part. Cluster number 1. The officers is not so nice to me. Example of the transcribing. Sometimes the student service officer is not to be willing to help me, so I really want the app. I don't like when I have to interact with math officers. Not so much stress when I have to be on the time in the office. Some office workers seems like they don't want to help us. I think the student service staff were confusing to talk to me as much as the papers that are being handled. Officers are not approachable. Some workers are very rude and not friendly. University workers look like they hate their job and blame me. So the insight, I need to understand that the officers are tired from their all document works in the office. Deep need, I want the officers to be nice to me and understand that I am not used to this. The statement of cluster number 1, I need to be able to feel more comfortable when talking with the university officers so that I can finish my contact and understand that official document is important. Every paper needs to be perfect. That's why they need to be met sometime.
Cluster 2. Official documents is the wasting of papers. We should help water, nature, and trees, and listen paper use, so app is better. It is kind of paper wasting actually. We should save papers and start using the app once it develops. It is better to save more papers, so we can help reduce paper waste. It's really good idea. We can save the papers and also save money too. I think if we use app is better than the papers because we can save more money, save papers, and save more time. Insight, I need to be aware of environment. Deep need, I need something to use as an alternative to paper without harming the environment. Statement for cluster number 2. I need a better way to ask for an improved role instead of using paper so that we can save the environment and reduce trees cutting.
The comments in all of yellow post-it is in the same way. So the cluster is the application instead of always is better. The insight is I need to be able to approach to the university. And the deep need is I need to contact university easier without any trouble. And the statement is I need a better way to contact with the university so that I can be able to approach to the university more convenient.
For cluster number 4, I think we don't need the application and it's already fine. Example for this transcript is, if the application will be developed, many workers will be unemployed. I found it pretty easy when I asked for the paper. Using the application and not going to the building will make us lazy. Our university is big, so it's great if we don't have to go to student service. My building is not that far from the other building, so it's okay. For the insight, I think I have enough responsibility and go to follow fixed steps. Deep need, I won't have to train myself to be more responsible.
Statement for cluster number 4. I do not need a better way to ask for the improved role because the old way is already fine for me. Cluster number 5. I don't like how the official document works. Thai official document takes many steps. I think it will be better if we can change out name by using the app. It's time consuming if we have to go building to building. I will be able to balance my time in school and work without minding the office hours in the university. Insight, I need to understand that official doc is an important paper. Deep need, I want the official document to be proceeded faster. Statement of cluster number 5. I need a better way to do the official document because the old way is too many steps.